is up, everybody? Welcome back to another lazy Sunday out of the basement stream. I'm back.
Nate's back.
Of course, I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
Sup, guys?
How's everyone doing today out there? We are happy to be back on the stream. I'm very excited. It's been a while for me. Of course, I was gone on vacation, had a lot of fun, but I'm ready to be back here and talk some toys because I got to miss a lot. I missed a lot. I was only gone for 1 week and I missed so much stuff. But
true.
Yeah, we've got a pretty awesome stream for you. I've got a pretty epic vacation haul to go over. Of course, we're going to talk a little Kenobi, and we're also going to talk about good old Target being good old Target.
Hey.
So thank you, everyone who's already joined us so far. We've got a lot of familiar faces in here. We're just going to jump right into it and say what's up, starting out with Wayne Duckett. Greetings from merry old England. Good evening, Wayne. Good evening. I hope you're having a good day. Perceptor, hello, this is Tom. First YouTube channel you're subscribing to. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
we
thanks.
appreciate that. Yeah, make sure you hit like, hit subscribe. Tom's got the right idea here. Nathan Woodard is here as well. Happy Sunday to you, Nathan. We've also got Jacob Dahl in here and Jen Tugo. We got Brandon Apprentice Ewok,
Hey.
Gerardo Guerrero Aguilera. Good afternoon to you. GeForce Racing is here as well. What's up, GeForce?
Yo.
And Lukeness Monster, how's it going? And Psycho Emerald is here as well. Fractured Fett, CT41. Happy Sunday to everyone. Rena is in here as well. Hello, Rena. Nice to see you. And Craft 3D Creations, checking in from work right now. Still recovering from Star Wars Celebration. Yeah, and thank you for the Jon Favreau code, Craft 3D.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
Nate secured his John.
I got my John, although it ended up going up for pre-order anyways, and it was up for a long time. Might even still be up, honestly.
And you could buy two.
Yep. Master Razzie, hello Razzie, welcome to the stream. Sir Pounce is here as well. I guess I should feel lucky as Target did not cancel my Obi-Wan order. Yeah, I don't really know what happened or why my Target order was canceled, but we'll get into it a little bit later. I have the emails, so I'm going to read them off to you.
He's got the documents.
And I'm going to give you a full context and even a little bit of story time for Justin as well. Because I just kind of said, Target canceled my order. Obi-Wan Kenobi, hello, welcome. And we also got Britt in here as well, Britt in Toyland. We said what's up to Jen Tugo. What's up, Brittany? How's it going? Thanks for joining us. As always, Infernal Hippo, how's it going? We got Lit Fisto in here as well.
Oh, chat. Refresh.
Chat's going. Bodhi Collection is here as well. Soup Dragon.
Hey.
And David Edge is here. Hello, David. Coming in. Nice to see you. Odin01. Norsky is also in here. Nathaniel is back. Yes.
It's actually Nathan.
It is. My name is not Nathaniel. It is just Nathan. No IEL for me.
Come on, Henrik.
Hunter, thank you for joining us once again, week after week. We appreciate it. And let's see. Ivan Gambino, got to go get my laundry. What's up, Ivan? Get that laundry. Get that laundry.
Cut that grass. Let me know how I sound. Let me know how my mic is and Nate's audio.
Yeah, true.
It's going to be my new thing. I want to perfect it.
We've been away.
The audio.
Sid Wise is here as well. And Rolando Flores. We also got Brian Myers.
Hey.
And
Speeder Luke.
Yeah, Landspeeder Luke. Hello, Luke. How's it going? I like Soup Dragon giving a shout out to the lurkers. We love our lurkers. Lurkers, don't forget to hit like. We've also got 1313 in here as well. Specifically, Jackson just got back from vacation. So glad to finish catching up on all the stuff I missed. Found Jar Jar being sold at mill basis for $31 though. Ooh. Yeah, paying full price for Jar Jar these days. That figure's definitely... Oh, my chat just refreshed.
Oh.
$31 for Jar Jar. Not a hot price these days. Thank you, Jacob. It's good to be back. I'm happy to be back. JP the Death Trooper, how's it going? Vader X Bricks. We got Dan Darth Educator here as well. AJ Kesso.
Yo.
Not Obi-Wan is here as well. Had a good week. Got Tython Boba Fett and Bo-Katan's helmet from the mail. Nice. And finally got a PS5. Sweet.
Ooh.
Nice. Congratulations on that. Woodrow is here as well. A nice lazy Sunday. Exactly. We're just chilling. We're hanging out today. Not a whole lot on the agenda.
True.
Balls. What's up, Balls?
What's up,
We're always happy
Hey, 102 people in the stream right now. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit like and
6.5
subscribe if you're new.
in.
Subscribe if you're new. Alex Martinez, hello. Emmanuel Laboy, how you doing? We also got Han Shot First and Thomas Horvath. Hey guys, missed you last week, but I'm here now. No worries, Tomas. We are happy to have you.
Yeah, no worries.
And Nerd Alert is here as well. Monkey Boys Toys. And let's see, Jonathan Anderson. Can't stay long. Hope everyone kept track of the 8+ pre-orders from this week. It was a little crazy. It was a little crazy that morning.
I have all of mine on Amazon.
Me too.
I got them all on Amazon.
I went Amazon this time. Cobbsy, how's it going, Cobbsy? Nice to see you in here. We also got Mitch Allen. Welcome back. Thank you, Mitch. Happy to be back. And we got Darth Blaze in here. How's it going, Darth Blaze?
Darth.
Nice to see you showing up. Tony Marvel Legends fanatic. Hello, Tony. How's it going? We got Chosen One is here as well. Finally, Black Series Ayla Sakura. Now we need Quinlan Boss, Ayla's master. Yeah. Let's hope. I mean, who knows? But we'll talk about that later. Yeah. We got Paige in here as well. She's at work holding it down. What's up, Paige? Always appreciate you stepping away from the work to watch some of the stream. It's always more important. If you're at work, out of the basement is more important than work. So take advantage of your employer and watch the stream and get paid to watch our stream.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Master Jedi Trader 420, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. We also have Mythosaur 2187 in here as well. And chat just refreshed. Let's see here. Yep. Looney, Jinx, Miles Saunders Gaming, Albert. Yeah, Albert, you're right. That's why we're gonna actually start cutting off the saying hello to everyone at the 10-minute mark.
Yep.
Clone
and
command.
Then 5 and then 2.
Yeah. There are it's getting to the point where there's a lot of people coming into the stream. We appreciate it. We certainly appreciate everyone joining,
sure.
But
that's the point. That's the goal.
Yeah, Clone Command, Dan 200, Mr. Grudge, H-Town Ray. We got Sleeping Collectibles. What's up, Sleeping? Thank you for saying welcome back. Six Society is here as well. And let's see, going down. Almost. Nope, Dill. We got Dill. What's up, Dill? Nice to see you.
Got 30 seconds.
Jazzy 35K. Hello. And let's see.
Tattooed Trooper 88.
Yep. We also got Tim Yu in here. We got to say what's up to Tim Yu.
Yo.
All right. Look at that. I think we actually...
Before the 10-minute mark.
We actually got through everyone before the 10-minute mark. So thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Estar Guar's Collector. Hello. Thank you. Thanks for joining us today. So happy to be back. I visited some family down in Texas for a week. It was really nice just to get away, have a week off, just relaxed, didn't do a whole lot. I did go to an awesome Star Wars toy store, which I did shoot a little vlog. I still gotta edit it, but I will have a little vlog of the store I went to, because as soon as I walked in, I was like, oh yeah, because it was wall to wall. All eras of Star Wars figures from vintage to modern day. So
that's what I like to hear. And there was like the Black Series box that you could go inside.
Yeah, they had a Black Series box that was like, you could get in there and get like a little photo op. Yeah. So yeah, they had some cool props too that you'll see in the vlog, specifically a helmet signed by a certain actress that was really awesome. No spoilers though, because I want you to watch the vlog, but I gotta edit it together, and then I gotta narrate over the footage because they were playing episode 3 in the background. And so you could just hear it plain as day. So I'll have to do like a little bit of extra work on the vlog.
I don't know how Sleeping gets away with all the copywritten music that plays
Right.
when Target is just cranking that volume.
Sleeping, what's your copyright claim ratio like on some of your toy vlogs? I'd love to know. I'd be curious. Yeah, I was hoping that maybe they wouldn't be playing anything in there, but yeah, they had episode 3 blaring. So I had to, I'll have to do some editing on that. But yeah, and then I also went to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre house from the original 1974 film. Justin and I, if you didn't know, are huge horror fans. And 3 years ago when I went to Texas, I got to go to the original gas station. So this time I wanted to make an effort to get out to the original house, and I did, and it was awesome. So yeah, vacation was cool. And Sleeping says 1 claim ever. Wow.
Not bad.
Wow.
Maybe they softened up on it, because years ago, like 16, 17, when we made vlogs more frequently, I feel like they were getting claimed.
Yeah, we'd get like clipped for like 3 seconds of something in the background. And then, yeah, Sleeping says Taylor Swift tagged me once. The key is to talk over the music. You can't have more than 7 seconds of untalked over audio. There you go.
That's interesting.
That's a good tip from the vlog master. Skeletor, hello, welcome to the stream. I like Naked Albert HD saying Naked HD in the house. They're showing up early today.
I'm on the quick draw though. It's like I got muscle memory to ban people.
And why is it so
memory?
Like, why is it action figure streamers that get these weird?
Matt Bryant, pop up in his streams as well.
Right. Why is it action figure streams that get the sexy robots? Don't click those links.
Or click them.
But yeah, so it was really cool to go see the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. It's now a cafe, and they had really good food, so that was awesome. And yeah, so it was a good trip, but I'm happy to be back. And I was missing the stream. I was tuning in with you and Zach holding it down, which that was a great stream.
Yeah, we did a live episode.
I'll figure it out. But yeah, so I was watching that, and I was just like, man, I wish I could pop in here and say what's up, just because there were so many figures announced, so many great looking figures as well. So yeah, we have quite a bit to go over today. So Justin, where do you want to start?
Yeah. So should we do Target experience?
Yeah, we could start out with Target, because So with the Target pre-order, this is the Ben Kenobi Tibidon Station, which is the blue Kenobi with the blue shirt. It is mostly just a repaint with new cloth goods and a backpack, but the figure was going up for pre-order right as soon as I was about to get on my flight. So the story begins. My flight was at 1:10. Of course, this figure went up for pre-order at 1 o'clock. I was standing in security, waiting to check out, waiting to get through security. You know, you got to take off your shoes and all that good stuff. So the link went up, and I'm just like feverishly, the line's getting closer to go through the security, and I'm feverishly trying to pre-order this thing because I wanted to get 2 so that I could get the free shipping, and then Justin could get 1 too. So I pre-ordered 2, locked it in. Everything seemed good. Add to cart. It all worked. Checkout, everything like that. I'm like, sweet. Figures secured. Phone away. You know, get through security, get to my gate, get on the plane, everything like that. And then when I landed, I was looking at my emails. And before I even got the thank you for your order email, I actually got the cancellation email. So the cancellation email came first, and then the thank you for your order. But I did look at the app because I was like, oh, maybe that was just a weird glitch. What's up, Jonathan Redmond?
Yo.
Maybe that was just a weird glitch or something like that. But no, I did look at the Target app, and they are both canceled. And of course, the pre-orders are sold out currently. Which is unfortunate. I mean, it's not an essential figure, and I'm not going to go crazy that trying to get it again. Like if I happen to look at the app and it's available for pre-order again, yeah, I'll probably try it one more time. But yeah, so the email said, "Hi Nathan, we wanted to let you know that your order was canceled. We're sorry for the inconvenience." And it said, "What went wrong?" So it gives me a list of possible things that happened.
Oh.
The first one was purchase limit exceeded, which I only bought 2, and 2 it was limit 2. So should have been able to buy 2. It says, "We've applied purchase limits to ensure as many families as possible have access to essentials and other high demand items." And then it said payment issue, which it was my credit card. Plenty of money on my credit card. I always pay my credit card bill on time, so it's not a payment issue.
Right.
And then the third one was activity not supported on target.com. Which says our system flagged the order due to activity not allowed on the site. So I almost am thinking, because I pre-ordered it right away as soon as it went up, like what if it auto canceled it because it was like too early?
Yeah, because that happens sometimes. Like you'll actually see it at like maybe 1 or 2 minutes before the specified time.
Yeah. And so, yeah, our pre-orders got canceled, and by the time I was off the flight, the pre-orders were sold out. So no blue shirt Obi-Wan at the moment. But thankfully it's not a super essential figure. I do want it, of course, because we review Black Series figures on the channel, so I would like to get a review in on it. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, nor am I going to get like super angry that the pre-order was canceled, because I have my regular, beige shirt Obi-Wan locked in, secured pre-order. So I'm going to be good with that one, but the blue would be a nice little cherry on top. But yeah. That I love the new the porn bot. Love to cheap fuck. Jesus.
Then we're in.
Yeah. But yeah, and Tom Perceptor. Ooh, Target exclusive, 39 euros. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty high.
Yeah, what is that?
And Quilkin, I thought about it, but they're not going to be able to do anything for me because the pre-orders are sold out. So all they're going to tell me is, "Well, just try and order it again." And then I'll say they're sold out, and then they're going to go, "Here's a $5 coupon or something," which I don't care enough to go through all of that. But yeah, Tom Perceptor, I'm still waiting on my Target pre-orders too, for those figures. It's to the point where I'm about ready to break down and order them just from Nerdzoic, just so I can have them already, because it's literally almost like I think it is almost a year to date since I've had those figures pre-ordered. I'd have to look for sure, but yeah, it's ridiculous that we still haven't got those figures.
Yeah. Stinkfist69, what's your thoughts on the Hasbro Pulse sale? I mean, it's a good sale. I didn't get anything though.
Yeah, it's a good sale, but I think Hasbro Pulse just never has anything like that desirable in stock, or if they do, I already have it.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm like, well, I already have all this.
Yeah,
I thought maybe like the Han Solo photoreal update.
Yeah, that's
the first one. But then after shipping, it's like retail anyway.
Right, that's what I was thinking too. Was
so I'm like,
I was like, maybe I do get like Luke and Han, and then maybe grab like another figure, because you had to spend like $75 to get the 40% off anyway. So you would have had to, at bare minimum, get 3 figures. But I was on vacation. I wasn't really worried about it just because of all that stuff. And Master Jedi, Target canceled your vintage exclusives.
Oof.
Yeah, Target is honestly the worst for randomly canceling orders. They do it to me all the time. And it'll always cite a payment issue or something, but my Target account is linked to my credit card, and I know my credit card always has money on it because I pay it off. So I'm just like, it's just your garbage website canceling pre-orders because they do that stupid phantom charging crap.
Yeah.
So,
Like, honestly, GameStop does that too. Like, they did that so many times with the Umbra Arc Trooper for me. Like, Phantom Charge and then it would disappear. Phantom Charge and then disappear. So,
yeah.
I don't get it. They're desperate. Landspeeder Luke, I passed on the sale for the first few days, but ended up blowing 200 on customs fodder. There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
What's up, Star Wars Collector? How's it going? How is it going? Yeah. But yeah, so that's the target situation. No Tibidon, Obi-Wan for us at the moment, but thankfully it's a non-essential figure. And could have been worse. Yeah, that's always the classic too. You have to accept the delay. Like, Target, why would you think that because you're delaying an item, all of a sudden someone wouldn't want it? Like, that's the most asinine thing that they could ever possibly do. Is imagine Big Bad Toy Store, Dorkside Toys. Imagine if they did that every time a figure got delayed.
Yeah.
Like, I still want the figure. I don't care when it comes. As long as I'm going to get it, the delays are fine.
Yeah. We do have 152 people in the stream right now with 74 likes, so we're going to need to pump those numbers up.
Pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
76. Let's get it up to 100. We like to get 100 each time. Yeah, Dan was asking, have you heard anything about the concept art series figures?
Nothing.
What the heck?
Which, honestly, that was the last piece of the puzzle I needed for my complete pre-order experience. On when was that? Was that Wednesday? Was that this past Wednesday? I think all that stuff went up.
June 1st, right?
Yeah. So I snagged everything I needed. Of course, pre-ordered all the Black Series figures. I'm sure Justin did as well too. But the last piece of that puzzle was the concept art figures. And they just haven't gone up. And Shop Disney has said nothing about it. There's been no news from Yak Face or any of the other big Star Wars toy, news outlets. So everyone's in the dark right now with the concept figures. They were supposed to go up June 1st, 1 p.m. on Shop Disney, but they have not. So, yeah, it's not good. Not good. But
Anakin
hopefully...
Solo, stop supporting garbage.
Yes. That's a great way to do it. But
what's the garbage?
Yeah. Well, it's probably Hasbro, bro.
Yeah, Paul, why does Star Wars Hasbro hate the prequels? I don't think they hate the prequels. I just think, like, once Star Wars had its resurgence in 2015, that's when they just were like, oh, we only have to we're like only focusing on like the current media. And that's where it kind of screwed everything up, because I'm sure like Disney, Lucasfilm, they're like, you guys have to make like the majority of your figures have to be like the new Disney Plus series, The Mandalorian, or when the sequel trilogy was in theaters, or Rogue One.
They kind of like, I want to say maybe, I think it was in Victoria Cantina's interview with the Hasbro team. They mentioned basically exactly what you said. For Black Series, they like to focus on current stuff. That's why there's 9 Obi-Wan Kenobi figures, but only 2 in Vintage Collection. Because they said that they want to focus more on like other aspects of Star Wars for the Vintage Collection, which I think is not a bad idea, but I still think that it's a healthy spread of figures across the board of all areas of Star Wars for the Black Series, especially nowadays. We sound like a broken record, but there's always the dark ages of when the sequel trilogy movies were in theaters and Rogue One was in theaters. That was all we got. There was no variety. It was simply just new sequel trilogy figures.
Like the red and black box.
Wow. Right. For years, that's how it was. So today, we might not get many prequel figures, but we certainly get more than we used to. So
yeah, I mean, there was a point in time, I was just talking about this the other day in the Discord, like that there was a point in time where we never thought we were gonna get like an Ahsoka Tano figure, like
Right.
ever. Like there was no shot of getting an Ahsoka figure.
Mm-hmm.
Like same thing. Like we have plenty of like the General Obi-Wan, General Anakin,
Yeah.
an ARC Trooper Echo. Like I would have never thought. So like we are moving towards that, and I think they're slowly starting to realize that like our generation has grown and we have money now, and we want a lot of prequel stuff. And like we have Ayla Secura coming out, and
Mm-hmm.
ARC Trooper Jesse at some point. I wish they would just reveal it, but
Yeah. And
it's
I mean,
better than what it was.
right. And as long as the figures keep looking as good as they do, I'm happy to wait. Like we always say, I'm happy to wait as long as the figures are looking good, which Ayla looks awesome. I'm sure Jesse's going to look great when eventually we get to that. We do also have a super chat, though. We do have $5. A nice,
Thank you.
crisp Abe Lincoln from Hunter Schultz.
Thank you.
They are asking, will you guys be getting a selfie series? If so, which one?
Yeah, the Selfish series. Hunter.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely plan on it. I definitely want to do that. That's something that Justin and I, and a lot of other channels too, we've thrown around the idea of, wouldn't it be awesome to get your face photoreal printed onto a figure? So clearly Hasbro heard that and was like, yeah, it would be awesome. So I think I'm going to go Mando, just because I hate that the Stormtrooper is the old Stormtrooper body.
Yeah,
which is a big bummer. If it was the 2020
I hope
body,
that's just like a concept,
right?
or something.
Right. Because I mean, they took all the information down, so there's still no official news. There's no official details. If it is on the 2020 body, then I'm probably going to do Stormtrooper all day. But otherwise, if it is the old body, I'll probably just get the Mando head. What do you think, Justin?
I think I'm thinking X-Wing.
Yeah,
because
X-Wing pilot could be
good. If they ever do a
good.
Black Series X-Wing, I think it'd be cool to stick your own person in there.
Yeah, and I thought about that too, but the thing that I hate about the X-Wing pilot body is that it's so short.
Yeah, and it's old and horrible.
Yeah, just because I'm 6'2" in real life, so I like to have I would like to have a taller representation of myself. But if I would look at my head on a tiny X-Wing pilot body, I'd be like, huh, this is weird. This would be like it as if I was short, because it's got to be Luke. So, but yeah, what's up, Bounty Killer Customs? Nice to see you in here. So yeah, I think I'll definitely get Selfie Series. I hope we see some of that too when it comes out.
Yeah, for sure.
What's up, Rob? What's up, Todd?
What's up, Todd? Darth Wizzy. We meant the Black Series. Dark Ages of the Black Series.
Yeah,
Black Series started in 2013.
Yeah. Not the original Dark Ages, when there was nothing, as far as I understand.
Or the real Dark Age, like the Middle Ages.
Yeah, or the real
medieval
ones.
Medieval times.
Or actually, I'm sure like 86 to 95 was probably like droids, Ewoks, that sort of thing.
It wasn't Kenner, the greatest toy line ever, Nate.
Yeah, Kenner is the greatest toy line and toy company of all time.
You damn kids.
Yeah.
Have no respect for Kenner.
Lukeness Monster also brought up a great point about the Selfie Series stuff, though. Jedi body. They should definitely do a Jedi body. That seems like a no-brainer. And Todd, thank you for the $1.99 super sticker. We certainly appreciate it. Thank you for the sticker. And also wanted to say what's up to Chip, White Shadow. How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh yeah, don't worry, Dank. We are masters of ignoring the bait. The bait will not be taken. I'm sorry.
Oh, Anakin Solo.
Yeah.
My plastic, not my plastic toys. Here. Here, Anakin, I hope you're watching.
Yeah. Oh, there's your 5 seconds. Wow.
Hang on, check this out. Let's see. Look what I can do.
Whoa.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You're still welcome to like, subscribe, and watch our content, but...
Oops.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh no, live on stream. They're probably like, this is probably like the best thing that's ever happened
He's
to
like,
them.
oh my god!
I just got banned on stream. Clip it.
Clip it, Norsky.
Yeah.
Oh, we also have another super chat from Corey Diaz. Thank you guys so much for the channel support.
Thank you, Corey.
I'm sure a head swap can be done to put that selfie head on the new trooper body. That's a good point, too. I wonder, like, if the heads will be compatible with other figures.
Well, I think it would have to be the head. It would have to have the same peg. And I know for a fact that the peg between the 2020 trooper and the original trooper is different. So you can't easily head swap between the two. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Paz Vizsla body would be sweet.
What if they go out of their way to make the neck peg different so you can't swap it to other figures?
I mean, would you be surprised?
Well, that would cost money, so I actually would be surprised if they went out of their way to do that.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Like, that would involve some new tooling on, like, something like that. But it is $60. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, with the price, it's that's the thing, is like, do I just buy the one and then I can just swap it throughout? I mean, I guess technically if it is the old Stormtrooper body and you do get your head put on that figure, in theory, you'd be able to swap it to any of the other old Stormtrooper figures that you have. So if you wanted to put yourself on like the Magna Guard or a not the Magma Guard, not Magna Guard, the red Stormtrooper. I'm sure you could. Yeah, Crimson Trooper or like the Shadow Stormtrooper, something like that. Yeah. So I'm sure you could, which actually that might not be a bad idea now sitting here thinking about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I would probably be down just because I'm like, how could I say no?
Right.
How could I say no?
I would gladly pay the extra. I saw some people complaining about how expensive it is, and it's like, but it's literally a custom. It's your face on a figure.
Yeah, like if you want to pay a customizer to make like somehow, some way, a photorealistic interpretation of your face, that's gonna be a hefty price.
I think that the only thing I could see happening that'll be a little bit weird is I feel like everyone's face you're gonna have to put it on a generic head sculpt.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not gonna be a fully custom head sculpt.
That's my main concern because we have facial hair.
That's the other thing is I wonder how
I just trimmed mine, but still, it's there.
Right. It's there. I wonder how the facial hair will look on the printing. So we'll have to see. We'll literally have to see.
I'm going on a Gungan. Be good with him. I want to be Boss Nass. They need to do a Boss Nass figure.
Dude, I would love to have a Boss Nass. That would be absolutely perfect. I would actually love to have Roos Tarples. And obviously Roos Tarples could be done because they already have a Gungan body.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that Holocron store, they had a Bombad Jedi Jar Jar figure.
Ooh.
But it was like $30 or something for a 3 3/4 inch, and I was like, that's a little too pricey for my blood for a meme. But it was funny to see. It was pretty cool.
With a realistic spit.
Yeah.
Yes, kind of like the Rancor drool. Am I right, guys?
Remember the Rancor?
Dude, it's $50 for drool.
It's coming back. It's coming back because Good Smile is putting out the Cookie Monster. I don't think it's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Darth Blaze says, I want a Jango Fett remake. Absolutely. That'd be great.
My action figure review, but they can paint it, though. It's like part of the photoreal. Like, beards aren't always sculpted. Like, sometimes it's just painted on.
Well, I mean, maybe my action figure review has a large beard that goes down past his neckline. So
he's got that Uncle Si beard.
Yeah, you got to think about that. The wizard beard, as I like to call it, casting spells. Rena brings up something interesting that I'd like to check on. How's Reva's lightsaber doing?
Oh, snap. Let's bring it up.
Do a little Haslab live reporting. I'm gonna guess it's under 1,000.
Okay, guesses? Anyone? Place your bets.
Yeah, place your bets.
It's been another week. I want to say I
I
want to say
haven't
over 1,000. I'm gonna be a little optimistic.
I haven't looked in quite a minute.
Oh,
Oh,
11 away from 1,000.
that is.
We're about, what is that, 9 days into the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Just
So
under
about
1,000.
so
That's
like
not the worst.
almost 100 backers a day.
That's not the worst, right?
I feel like that's pretty slow. I definitely think that's pretty
Well,
slow.
especially because that's only like the initial push. Because like the middle of the Haslab is usually kind of slow. You usually get that push at the beginning.
Yeah, you get the push, and then you get the lull, and then you get the final sprint of all the people that don't want to experience
but there's no
FOMO.
tiers or anything too, so like I feel like no tiers, no hype.
Right.
Not me personally. I don't personally give into the tier thing, but as we've seen with Rancor, no good tiers, no ula numula.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know, it's just a lightsaber at the end of the day. It's really cool for people that want it, and I hope it does get backed, but this is not something that I'd be interested in.
Here, let's see.
Just not for me.
Oh my gosh!
It went up. It went up 3 backers. Who's backing it in the chat?
Yeah, who did that?
And I actually think the price is fair. I think $500 for a double-bladed lightsaber is more than fair, especially with the current price of Force Effects Elite lightsabers. Especially for characters where you got to buy 2, like Ahsoka, or Assad or Ventress, where you're literally going to be spending about that, if not a little bit more, to get 2 lightsabers. I at least am glad that they just went full double-bladed. They're just, here it all is in all of its 6.5 feet of glory.
Yeah, it's huge.
It does look epic. Like if I was into lightsabers, I would probably back this, but I don't have room to display something like this. And so just on that principle alone, I'm not going to be pre-ordering this.
I mean, yeah, me neither. There's just no way. No practical way.
Right.
But yeah, is anyone in the chat? Has anyone backed it? Let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you, Master Jedi Trader 420, for the $9.99 super chat. Certainly appreciate it. Thank you very much. This is the way, indeed.
Yes, yes.
Let's see. Lukeness says, yeah, I think I'm going to try and back it. All right.
All right, Luke.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And Kenobi, honestly...
Wait, you wouldn't back the Rancor, but you're going to back this?
Uh-oh.
Initiating beef with fellow YouTuber.
Yeah, we're going to start some beef, bro. Honestly, Kenobi... What are realistically, how different is the Grand Inquisitor's lightsaber from Reva? Like, how different is it really? Because I have a feeling it's probably not that different.
I mean, they're all pretty similar.
Right, because
they all look at that and just see like, oh, it's an Inquisitor lightsaber.
Right. I mean, in theory, the Inquisitors would all get the same standard issue lightsaber, right? That's how I would think it would work in canon. I mean,
some of the characters are actually like physically larger, so like Ninth Sister would need like a bigger hilt. But
but all the ones we see in canon,
they're like minor.
Right. That's what I'm saying though. Is
I would never be able to tell you though.
There's probably not that significant. Like there's really not that much difference between them. So realistically, it would just be whether it says Reva or whether it says Grand Inquisitor. But I don't know. I'm not getting into it because it's just, I hope it succeeds. I hope everyone that wants it gets it, and I'm personally passing on it, but I'm not gonna complain about it or say that it's stupid or a wasted slot. So it is what it is.
Yeah. I wish it was a 1/12 item.
Yeah. Right. Because that's the only thing is, I collect figures, so I would have liked to see a figure or a vehicle or something like that. It sucks that this is clearly a sign that they've already said, well, we're done trying to do a figure because we're just jumping straight to roleplay items, which if this roleplay item doesn't work out, I'm like, where do we go next? No more Black Series Haslabs at all. And then they just go back to vintage collections since it's been proven twice over that those are very successful. But, you know, who's to say? Who's to say? I think this could have been the one time, because everyone always says, well, why don't they just put the Haslab up on Pulse, blah, blah, blah. I think this is the one time where they genuinely could have put this up on Hasbro Pulse and just sold it.
because it's already made. They have the physical thing.
Right.
How does that? Wait a second. How does that make any sense? It's already made.
It's probably a prototype. They get prototypes.
But they're showing it off, and it's like they're showing off the features in it, like at Star Wars Celebration.
I mean, they could have one printed prototype, as we have some printed prototypes of some of our own things. Wink, wink, Justin.
Oh yeah.
You know, true. Maybe they have like a finished prototype that they were able to show off at Star Wars Celebration, but maybe they just don't have, you know, more than one. So, but yeah, I think this is the one time that they really could have just put this on Hasbro Pulse and it would have sold just fine. And the people that would have wanted it would have been guaranteed to get it, instead of, you know, if this doesn't back, then those 900 something people are not going to be able to get whatever they want. And yeah, Justin did disappear. Oh, and GeForce Racing says, GeForce says at Celebration it was a prototype and was wonky as hell when they had it tested. So yeah, prototype.
I don't buy it.
But yeah, you know, whatever. It is what it is, and with the amount of epic Black Series figures that we saw, this is going to be in the back of my mind, and I'm not even really going to think about it that much.
Yeah. You mean we're not going to become reactionaries and make all of our content on bashing the Haslab? And
we should for the views, because you got to love those rage clicks. Those will boost your channel up, but no. Unfortunately, we like to be level-headed and reasonable individuals when it comes to our plastic play hobby.
Plastic play hobby.
I don't know.
Spin, I'd consider backing it. Good luck to those who want it. That would be cool if it spun. I could just see it breaking easily, though.
Or you go to spin it and you don't have enough clearance, so it smashes into your flat screen TV or something.
Yeah, like with it being 6.5 feet, it's gonna start spinning. It's just gonna like.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, you know, it's cool, but it's just not for me. And all the other Black Series figures we got to see, I was like, I really don't care about this Haslab. I care about Maul, Ayla, all the Inquisitors, all the soft goods that we've seen.
Yes.
Like,
absolutely. Grain Inquisitor soft goods are so good.
Reva soft goods, like
Vader, Obi, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, it would do well, since people, I guess, also there's that small sect of racist Star Wars fans that don't like Reva.
Yeah, and that's not saying disliking her character makes you racist. It's in particular the people who already wrote her off. But like before the show began, which is true, and it's a real thing, and it's not just bots or trolls. It's like no, it's a real thing. So what we should do is completely pivot on our content and personalities and everything, and go for like more of a geeks and gamers, like Doomcock.
Yeah,
quartering approach.
You gotta become an online grifter. Even if you literally don't believe a single word you're saying, you're just going to say it on camera simply because it's going to get you views and likes, and therefore you're going to get more money. So that's how it works. That's being a grifter.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's get those clicks, baby. Let's get those subs. Let's get to 10K.
So Darth Blaze is asking, should I wait for the new Vader or get Empire Strikes Back? Only Vader I have in my collection right now is carbonized Vader. I would grab, honestly, I would get ESB Vader, because ESB Vader has butterfly joints. And as of right now, as far as we know, this new Vader is on the old 2017 A New Hope Vader body, so it will not have butterfly joints. At least that's what Yakface said, and I believe Yakface. So, I would say go ESB if it's still in stock. I don't know if it's actually still in stock. I wouldn't pay.
I don't think it is.
Don't pay aftermarket prices. If it's gone aftermarket, then yeah, just pre-order this new Vader. But that's because we also don't really think that, you know, paying aftermarket prices should be necessary, especially for Darth Vader. You should be able to. You should just be able to get a Vader.
The A New Hope body is still good. Like, it's still a good figure. But Empire Strikes Back is just better.
Yeah, it's definitely got a couple people saying get them both, and Tomas says, what do you guys think about people complaining about the new Vader and oversaturation of the character? Here's the thing, and I know Justin, because we've already talked about this. Darth Vader is an evergreen character. You should always be able to get a Darth Vader, just like you should always be able to get a plain white Stormtrooper, just like you should always be able to get Han, Luke, Leia, all the main characters. There is no reason that any of the main characters of Star Wars should be this hard to get as action figures, which does happen time and time again. I mean, why is Anakin one of the most expensive, hardest to get Black Series figures? That makes no sense to me. So if the Empire Strikes Back Vader is no longer being printed and has gone to the aftermarket, then I think there is no reason that there shouldn't be a new Vader right behind him for new collectors, because there's new collectors every single day. Yeah. You know, just because we have these figures doesn't mean someone else out there doesn't have those figures. And I don't think new collectors should have to pay $50, $60 for a Darth Vader. They should be able to get one for $25, just like we all have.
Right.
So I will never complain about main characters staying in circulation and being available for everyone to buy at retail price.
Yeah, because I did see some people complaining, like, oh, they stick it in a Obi-Wan Kenobi box, you know, change it up a little bit and call that a new figure. But it's like, no, it's just Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just a Darth Vader. Like you were saying, like, it should always be in circulation.
Think about when we first started collecting, Justin, and the Lukes that were available were super expensive. Han Solo was expensive.
Yeah.
You know, like, it wasn't easy to get main characters, and it's like, why? Yeah. Like, why is it, at the time, like, X-Wing pilot Luke was like $50, $60, something crazy like that. So it was like, you couldn't even get it.
Yeah, there's not a Hayden head sculpt underneath.
No.
Which, that could be cool someday. I definitely agree.
Well, I don't know if the helmet is actually a new sculpt, but I know it does. At the very least, it has new paint apps applied to it, because Eric said in the video that they did for the figure that they've applied, you know, like bits of silver, because Darth Vader's helmet. Vader.
What are these bot names? Sex cheaper Tinder.
Yeah, Darth Vader's helmet is actually silver. Like, the prop is silver, but when it's being shot on film, it doesn't look silver because of the way the light bounces off of it. So I know they said they added the silver, just like the Empire Strikes Back figure has like the silver neck, which is accurate to the prop, even though it doesn't look silver in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, or that's a great idea, Brandon, honestly. An essential line where they keep the main cast and main villains and main troopers in circulation.
Yeah, like regular Stormtrooper, regular clone.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Excuse me. Yeah. So, bot. Yeah, we love our sex bots, and they're early today. They're usually not here until a little bit later in the stream, but so I don't think that there's anything wrong with having a new Darth Vader. Like I said, main characters should always be available, and that's really not that crazy of an idea, I think.
They're back.
They're quick today. They are quick today.
I can do this all day. See, that's a Marvel reference name.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you know that actually came back in Doctor Strange. Yeah. Yeah, Albert. I don't think the whole helmet is silver on this new figure. I just think that they did like the highlights, like the prop. I think they've painted it accurate to the helmet prop, and it also has the red eyes too. So,
yeah. It is nice to have a red eye variant.
Yeah. Oh, and the soft goods, instead of going over the armor like the A New Hope figure does, they're actually tucked underneath the armor.
The lapels.
So that's a little different. But yep, Star Wars collector, you're absolutely right. The fact that I can't even get a standard Stormtrooper is ridiculous. Yeah. Trust me, when I was at this Holocron store in Texas, they had a wall, like 4 pegs, 10 deep, of white Stormtroopers for retail price. And I was this close to just because they're so hard to get. But they had so much other good stuff that I was like, I'm already spending way too much money. I can't be buying figures I already own just to have more of them. But yeah.
Rena brings up a very interesting point. Archive collection, the rules have changed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Should it stay or be integrated into the Galaxy Waves? I get rid of Archive altogether and just.
I think
at this point, get rid of Archive and just put them in the Galaxy line.
Yeah, I think with them now breaking their own rules and introducing new tooling to the Archive line, abolish Archive. Yeah. We don't need it anymore. And
especially since they're doing new tooling. Like, that's not Archive if you're doing new tooling.
Right.
Which, good that they're doing new tooling.
Yeah, this is what we need, because here's the thing. Now this hurts even worse. Now that they're doing new tooling, and they just re-released Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan with no new tooling, a figure that desperately needed several key updates with the elbows and the head and the legs. That hurts. It made Obi-Wan a little bit more of a stinger. But yeah, I mean, come on. It's like now that they're breaking their rules, which they should do, I definitely think these older figures should be getting more updates than just a nice little bit of photoreal, but
yeah,
who knows?
What's up, David?
What's up, David? Hopefully you're feeling better, man. I haven't talked to you in a little while. Have not talked to you in a minute, but I know you were sick with the vid, so I hope you're doing better, brother. I mean, when you actually think about it, there should be several versions of Vader released as figures. Yeah, absolutely. And looking at that new concept version, I'm like so tempted to buy 2 and paint 1 black so I can have like a badass Rebels version, because that helmet is almost perfect for the Rebels look of Vader.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah. Awesome. David's doing good. But yeah, Britt, I agree. Just put him in the Galaxy box.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Quilkin, yeah, I mean, absolutely don't spend over $100 on a Black Series figure.
Especially
never will.
That Anakin is a garbage figure. I'm sorry. I know that I personally own it. I'm happy to own it to have the representation of the character on my shelf, but it is not a good figure. It is not $100 figure. So I would not want to buy that. But yeah, I actually picked up this is a little spoilers for the vacation haul, but I picked this up at Holocron in Texas just to give them a little extra support, because as most of you know, I have almost every Black Series figure, so there's not really, when I go to a store like this and pretty much all they have is like common Black Series stuff, it's like I don't really have anything to buy. But thankfully I was like, I don't have this Obi, and they do have Obi. So I was like, okay, I'll get it. I'll get it for the support.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we get into that segment? Should we do recents?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're about an hour in. I'm not complaining, but I'm so miserable right now.
But the stream must go on.
Did you mow the lawn before stream?
No, it started yesterday because Lucy's uncle had he actually had his professional debut at this MMA event that we went to, and he was outdoors. So I was starting there. Then I went to bed, woke up, and I was like, and then I always walk Kiwi before the stream so she can like calm down a little bit, and that just like it got me. The morning walk, pre-stream walk, got to me.
Yeah, and well, I mean, the cottonwood has been flying around like crazy too, which is always something that gets me. That gets me going. But I've been. What's up, Mark? I've been popping my allergy medicine regularly since literally the start of June, because that's usually when my allergies start taking a heavy nosedive.
Yeah, I've had allergy prescriptions because I also have asthma. I've had the prescriptions all my life. So I do take meds. But I actually forgot because I get my prescriptions for free from the clinic that's on site at my work. And I just keep forgetting to pick up my order. So I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow.
Putting it off.
Damn it.
So yeah, Vacation Haul. This is a combination. I'm not going to show everything I got at the Holocron store because I want you to watch the vlog. I'm going to give you some teases, but I'm going to save a couple things.
They're here live though, so that makes them extra special. We have almost 10,000 subscribers and 178 people are sacrificing their Sunday.
Okay, well, if I show everything I got at Holocron, you all have to promise me you're going to watch the vlog still. You're going to have to watch the vlog.
Don't let me convince you. You can do whatever you want.
No, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, you saw I picked this up at Holocron Archive, Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan. Just wanted to pick it up because I wanted to give a little bit more support to the store. They're an independent small business down there. They had just opened up. It was the one in Austin, Texas. So I was like, when in Rome kind of thing. Picked up the Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan. I actually got this before I left. I'm gonna hop around a little bit. But I did get this the day I was leaving for my trip to Texas. This showed up in the mail. Ahsoka Tano and Grogu Vintage Collection Deluxe figure. Walmart didn't fail me this time, and this was shipped in a box with bubbles. It was in a box with bubbles.
What's that packaging though?
Yeah, so it showed up minty. Look at that. Ooh, that's so straight. But yeah, happy to have this.
Dude, I can't. I can't.
Cheap sex dating.
Dude, someone's hitting us. Someone is hitting our channel. Freaking, they're doing cyber attacks on us.
It's probably one of our very few and select haters. It's probably that guy you banned live on stream. Turns out they were in control of all the sex bots this whole time.
I will be the architect of your destruction.
Yeah. Razzie, I will do a review for Obi and Ahsoka as well. But I've got a lot of catching up to do. I got these from Target, switching away from Star Wars to Power Rangers, my other love that I enjoy so much. I'm collecting all the Ninjetti Rangers. I'm a Mighty Morphin noob. I love Mighty Morphin and I love Zeo. And I love the Ninjetti costumes. So I did get the blue and the black Rangers here. Adding those to the Ninjetti collection. I already have white and pink, and I do have red and yellow on pre-order as well. So love the Ninjetti looks. Super nostalgic for the original Power Rangers movie. When they announced they were making figures of those, I was like, yes, I'm buying all of these. I did also get from Big Bad Toy Store. Ooh, I am the Rhino. I crush you. I kill you. This is the new Marvel Legends Rhino right here. Previously a Build-A-Figure release, but down the road, Marvel Legends is always good about releasing these bad boys all assembled Now with new photoreal heads as well in a
Nice.
large, oversized retro card, just so you can get an idea of the scale here. Normal figure is like the size of the bubble. So yeah, this
Nice.
Rhino is huge, and it's going to go well with my Spider-Man collection because I do collect Spider-Man Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
So I had to get Rhino. This was a missing hole in my collection, and yes, it is actually very heavy. This goes into the category of action figures that I would classify as murder weapon.
All right.
You don't want to have your Rhino take a shelf dive. It may hurt someone. It may hurt someone. Okay, and so I did also get Justin found this for me in store,
Nice.
but it was too late to cancel my pre-order. So the day it shipped, this was my pre-order, and big shout out to Target. You could see, yeah, they definitely crunched it up a little bit here. So
Oof.
I was happy. I was like, man, I'm so glad that Justin picked me up one because you got me a nice minty card. And Target, yeah. Again, another example, the box was too small. You could see where they literally creased it to fit it into the packaging. And it's like, stop putting collectibles in boxes that are too small. Is that really that hard? Is it gotten to this point?
Yes.
Where it's really gotten this difficult, especially an exclusive, decently hard to get figure. You're going to cram it into a box. You're really about to do that. So yeah, this was bent up. So honestly, I think I might just open this because I don't have a TVC R2, and there's one right there. Even though the colors are a little different, it's close enough.
True.
So jumping back to what I picked up at Holocron, this is a little 2-for-1 special right here. Ooh, Dexter Jetster and WA-7. You want a cup of Java juice, honey?
It's a Kaminoan saber dart.
Yep, and he does actually come with the saber dart. It's right there. It's kind of hard to see in the package, but yeah. I was in the store and I saw WA7 first. And I was looking at it and I was like, man, I really wish they had a Dexter Jetster, because if they had a Dexter Jetster, I would totally get both of them. So I wasn't going to pick her up initially because I was like, it's going to be weird if I don't have Dexter Jetster. But then my girlfriend, she was like, Dexter Jetster's right here. And she literally found a Dexter Jetster in the other aisle over. So I was like,
nice.
Looks like I'm buying both. Not going to open these though. Just going to keep them on the card back, and they're going to look great together. They're probably going to go up on the wall behind me here. So yeah, super sick to have both of these. And then I did also get Tarful. Goodbye, Chewbacca. Goodbye, Tarful. So yeah, I just wanted to pick up Tarful. Chewbacca. Now for some serious heat. These are my favorite pickups from Holocron. Again, all of you, I demand it. You're still going to watch the blog. Clone Wars Dirge. Ooh, so freaking sick. This is a figure where they almost gave him like a more like as if he was in the movies look, as opposed to the 2D Clone Wars animation style. And yeah, this figure just looks amazing.
Yeah.
Not opening Dirge, but here's the back too, which I like that they include a nice lengthy bio about Dirge. But yeah, so I picked up Dirge, and then this is my crown jewel here. A denizen of Jabba's palace.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes.
Oh, snap.
A Manaman, or a Manaman, however you want to pronounce it, with another Salacious Crumb. So you guys know I've been building out my 3 3/4 inch Jabba's Palace display, especially in anticipation for the epic TVC playset that's going to come out. And yeah, I was needing a man, and yeah, found him. So this one's getting opened and added to the Jabba's Palace display. I also like the description for a man. The bounty hunter man lurked in Jabba the Hutt's den of crime in Return of the Jedi. It scours the galaxy hunting down fugitives and keeps their skulls to decorate its staff. The species is called a manin, but is nicknamed headhunters.
Predator?
So he's literally got a staff of skulls and comes with a skeleton body here as well. Like,
and a little salacious?
Yeah, and a little salacious. So yeah, this was my crown jewel. Absolutely amazing that I found this in the wild, and I can't wait to add this to the Jabba's Palace display. My Jabba's Palace display is seriously heating up. Like, I got Mon a couple weeks ago. You guys know I got Hermie Odal a couple months ago as well. So I feel like with a man, like, it is seriously getting down to the wire with like how many Jabba's Palace figures I need. But I'm happy that I've been able to collect so many and get such good deals on so many of them too, because it is very expensive. It is very expensive to collect Jabba's Palace 3 3/4 inch stuff. So yeah, I was really happy to find that figure. And yep, Stinkfist, I'm sorry, but I am opening it. I am opening it. It's got to go in the Jabba's Palace display.
Yeah, are you going to have enough room?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I have a little spot where the TVC playset is going to go. No, Brian, I don't actually have Power of the Force Slave Leia. That is a figure I held in my hand, but they wanted a little too much for it at Holocron. A little bit more than I was willing to pay, so I didn't end up coming away with Slave Leia. Or actually, I think, yeah, on the back of this, here we go. We're going to trigger some of the Slave Leia Disney fans right here. This is, look what they call her right there. Just Princess Leia.
Oh, no. They didn't say Slave Leia. Childhood.
My childhood. She was never officially called Slave Leia. Get that idea out of your head.
And it doesn't matter what it's called. We just want the figure.
Right,
Just want the figure.
Just want the costume. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, that's a good laugh. That's a good laugh. And then my final pickup, I think. Final pickup. Oh, I also wanted to say, I saw someone say that I bet this wasn't deluxe priced. This was $45. So that's a deluxe price.
Wait, Hasbro makes Marvel Legends too?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
But final pickup, McFarlane Toys. I love walking into Target and finding the exact McFarlane toy that I'm looking for, that I have in my mind's eye. So here it is. Really another Batman, but it's Batman.
Did you say in my mind's eye?
I see it, Kenobi. But yeah, I was hoping to run into this figure. I believe it is Target exclusive, actually. I think. But yeah, Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. A crazy, kooky color scheme for Batman: purple, red, and orange, or purple, red, and yellow, I should say, with a spiked baseball bat and a knife. So, yeah, just another one for the McFarlane Toys display. But that is my vacation haul. That was epic, and I had a lot of plastic waiting for me when I got home.
It's always good. That's always good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Out of me. What's up, guys? I got one. I think I genuinely just have one recent pickup, and it is GameStop finally shipped.
Uh-oh.
The Umbra ARC Trooper.
Hey.
Black Series figure. And I gave him the DC-15 carbine right away, because I just think the ARC Troopers look good with the DC-15.
Yeah, that does look great.
So
that does look great.
Yeah, he's got He's got both of his pistols in the holsters.
I still got mine right here.
I love the double pauldron look. I love the little pouch on the other notch.
Mm-hmm.
Proof that Fives is coming in the line.
Yeah.
Luteness?
I was so disappointed. Not a single person said anything about my little clip in my Umbra Arc Operative review with the X-Files theme in the background.
Yeah.
Our humor is too subtle.
Yeah. Nobody
Too
said
subtle.
anything about my wasted bit from GTA
True.
in this
True.
previous episode to figure it out.
Yeah, that had me
Disappointing
cracking
in you
up.
all.
That had me
Disappointing you
cracking
all.
up.
No, this is a great figure though. You know, take a shot every time Nate said striking color scheme in the review, and you'll probably be dead. You'll probably
Yes.
die.
I'm not responsible for any bouts of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, new clone body, the ARC Trooper body that we know, the pouches on the other side, which is proof that they can do an accurate. I mean, they should have done it for the Phase 1, the red ARC Trooper. I don't know why they didn't, but I mean, it's black and yellow or orange, depending on who you are. So, clone on my shelf.
Yep.
And I hope they do the other, you know, the Lambent Seeker.
Yeah.
And the other color schemes from Battlefront 2 that TBC has.
Yeah, they absolutely should.
Yeah.
We should get everything TVC gets, and TVC should get nothing that we get.
5 TBC? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, TVC was crazy too. There was a lot of great TVC figures revealed. Thankfully, though, nothing I'm in need of, so I was able to pass on almost.
Star Killer pipeline.
Yeah, but I honestly don't even know if I might pick it up and keep it on card, but I don't. My open TVC figures are all Jabba's Palace. Like, I don't open anything else that's not gonna go. I do have a couple Mando figures open. And I will build out, because I do have the Navarro Cantina. So once I get all the related figures for that, I'll start popping those open as well. But
yeah, Rena,
ooh,
Max, Rebo, baby.
Yeah, well, I'd want the original 3-piece. Like, I'd want Max, Droopy, and Psy. Outside of that, though, Reuse is a great choice. I do love Reuse.
Like Weequay, Skithguard.
Yeah. Efont Mon would just be ridiculous because it would be a huge Black Series figure. I'm looking over at my display.
Malakili?
Simple.
He's not an alien though.
Well, I guess not an alien, because I was gonna say 8D8 and 9D9. I would love to have both of them as Black Series figures, because, you know, once I opened my Power of the Force ones, I was like, these are so much fun. I would love to have Black Series versions.
Yeah.
Nope. The bots are back.
No whores.
Real cheap fuck dates.
No whores allowed. Dude, these never crack me up. They're cracking me up today. They're getting really creative.
Yeah, they're getting
Jesus.
Jeez.
Like, what the hell?
But yeah. If they were only going to give us Max, though, I would be fine with that. I would take just Max, and I would take it if
he has to have the keyboard.
Well, yeah. If he doesn't have the keyboard, that would be so stupid. And they just they put him either in his non-canonical Kenner version where he's got the diaper.
No, I want the diaper.
Yeah, I want the diaper too. I'm not a fan of the canon version where it's like his feet are his hands.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's kind of stupid. I much just like the diaper.
And I like the robot chicken bit.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
He also has the diaper, so I'm like, I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Efont Mon, Hermie Odal, like, go something really obscure. But yeah, Max is a number one. That's a must-have. Yeah. And I think we could get a Max because of his appearance in Book of Boba Fett. The chances of Max have increased over the years. But we'll see. We'll see. Justin, no Hammond collection this week, bro?
No, there's just not any new ones at the moment. I got them. It's not like they don't go too crazy. I don't know when the next ones will be out, though.
Yeah, my
Like I
local.
definitely want like the Triceratops, Dilophosaurus, T-Rex.
Yeah,
Like I'll go a little hard.
I actually saw them all in store the other day. Saw the Baryonyx, saw the Velociraptor, and saw the
The Parasaurolophus.
yes, the Parasaurolophus. I actually saw all of them in store for the first time because you've been finding them like crazy, but I'm like, I literally have not seen a single Hammond collection figure outside of Ian Malcolm anywhere.
Yeah, you can. They actually work on Target websites. Like you can actually check store inventory. Why
Nice.
can't they do that for Black Series? I don't
No,
know.
no. Also, see you later, Stinkfist. Thanks for hanging out with us for the
Later,
time that you were here.
late. Yeah, but that's it for me. Just the Umbra.
Nice.
Just haven't, you know. I mean, I have a lot of things on pre-order now, but
True.
actually, aside from like new pre-orders that are still a ways away, this is like I'm 100% caught up now,
Yeah.
which is the weirdest feeling ever to be caught up on Black Series.
It feels good though. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
because for a while it was just like, oh my God, like the avalanche kept coming and coming
yeah.
and coming
It's
for
like
like a
weird
couple
to leave
months.
work and be like, oh, I'm just going straight home.
Yeah.
I don't need to check anywhere.
Um, now, Justin, did you see that NECA thing SDCC exclusive figure
I did not.
where it's the light up poster. So they made a figure of the poster where it's like the head with the beams of light coming out of it. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I pre-ordered that. That was awesome. Fractured Fett. Yes, I did pre-order the TVC throne room. Actually, my girlfriend is getting that for me as a gift. So yeah, definitely going to pick up that throne, especially since I do also have the Han Solo and Carbonite piece of the wall. So I'll be able to, put that on the side. And I'm going to have a nice little diorama going for Jabba's Palace. That's why I'm going so hard, trying to pick up all these 3 3/4 inch figures, because I know as soon as that set comes out, their prices are going to go up even higher. So I'm preemptively getting all the ones I want. And I'm also going for, Power of the Force versions of the characters, because I think Power of the Force aliens and droids still look pretty good, and you pay a
Yeah,
fraction of the price.
yeah,
So, like I'll gladly populate aliens and droids with Power of the Force stuff or Power of the Jedi. But yeah, that's why I'm going hard now, because I know in a couple months, years time, when that set is actually released, it's going to be expensive, because they're probably not going to re-release a lot of them. Just being honest.
yeah. Not Obi-Wan. What is your most wanted Black Series figure if Max is out of the question? Super Battle Droid.
Yep. Super Battle Droid.
Take him down.
Let's see. What would be another great missing?
Pre-Vizsla.
Yeah, Pre-Vizsla.
Savage Opress.
Yeah, true. Savage. You're nailing all the good ones. I'm like trying to think.
Obviously, like Kiadi Mundi.
Yeah.
Shakti.
What's the one Attack of the Clones Jedi that everyone goes crazy for? Coleman
Trebor.
Trebor.
Who gets capped by Django.
He straight up gets blasted by Django multiple
does.
times. But yeah, they did a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. They did a figure of the classic Thing poster art. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, because we did our top 10 wish list of 2021. I'm having a hard time remembering, though. I know Super Battle Droid was number 1. Max Rebo Band was definitely on there. Pre-Vizsla, Savage.
Ooh, I'd love a Tarful. Why not? Give us more Wookiee that aren't
Clone
Chewbacca.
Wars Maul, but not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
But I would also take like a season 4, season 5.
Right.
You know?
I would even go for the crazy spider legs. Like do a nice, huge, deluxe spider leg Maul figure.
Which character do you hope will never be a figure?
I don't know if that's possible. I don't think there's.
Toro Calican.
Yeah, hey, that's a great choice. Toro Calican. Now I'm going to be legendary.
When I don't even remember what he says. I'll be a full-time member of the Bounty Hunters Guild. I'll be legendary. I hate him. Dave Filoni, what were you thinking? You wrote and directed that episode. What were you thinking?
Yeah. I mean, maybe if Dave Filoni's goal was to make him extremely unlikable and annoying, then succeeded.
Yeah.
Ooh, Fetmatic brings up a good one. Magna Guard. And
yeah, for Most Wanted.
Yeah, for Most Wanted. Britt, I agree with you. We'd never need a Rothgar Dang figure in any scale. In fact, Rothgar Dang should be deleted from canon because they did our boy Dengar dirty.
Nate's gatekeeping. He's gatekeeping.
They did our boy dirty. Anyone that thinks that that was a good character choice for Dengar, no.
Yeah. Yeah, Mos Espa Vespas, I would not buy any of those.
True. Would not go for that.
I don't need the Spy Kids, Robert Rodriguez, Scooter Gang for sure. I would get a Thumb Soldier before I get a Mos Espa Vespa.
That's right.
And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, here you go. I would get a figure of this.
Floop's Army.
If we have Floop, I would buy an entire Spy Kids line before I get that.
Yeah. Justin, I think you're passing your allergies to me.
Yeah, if you guys are... Oh, Nate's gone. If you guys are ever confused about why Book of Boba Fett randomly had that, it's because... Just take a look at Robert Rodriguez's film history. This is why he became a member. This is what I'm here for. When I'm miserable, I get a little more blunt. I get a little more edgy, maybe. I don't know.
A little less forgiving. But,
yes.
Yeah. So,
the Emperor is not as forgiving as me.
Let's see. Someone was asking us. I didn't see who said it. I have not seen a single episode of The Boys. Oh, Edwin was asking if we watched The Boys. I've heard about it. I've heard it's great, but I'm just not a TV show guy. I'm a movie guy. I like watching movies.
TVC Thumb Soldier 4-pack.
Yes.
Yes.
I like watching my 2.5 hour movies, and then that's all the commitment I need. I'm in. I'm out. I've got a pretty complete story. It's nice. It's nice.
For Star Wars, though, I think it works.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Star Wars is different.
Okay.
Let me rephrase that. Star Wars is different, but, you know, like someone asked earlier if we watched Stranger Things. Like, I haven't watched Stranger Things since season 1.
Remember this?
Yeah. There's
We're going to get canceled. We're canceled, Nate.
No, it's fine. If you know what? When I was down visiting with Paige's family, I watched a couple episodes of season 4 because her family was watching it. I didn't hate it, but I also had no idea what was going on. So I was just kind of there. But yeah, that's what I got to say about watching TV shows. I would rather just watch a movie.
Yeah, unsolid. Unsolid.
No, Chip, don't. Don't do it, Chip.
Speaking of TV shows, though, Nate.
Yeah.
Is it time?
There is a TV
Captain?
show going on. Captain Taggart.
Captain? Big
Hello,
fan?
Captain.
Justin from out of the basement?
We love Captain Taggart.
I'm going crazy with Marvel references.
You missed a good chunk of the show. Vig, you missed recent pickups, our Target cancellation story, because now we're pretty much on to the point where we are going to talk about Kenobi.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was just some. I loved that during Star Wars celebrations, they just kept bringing up every different actor, and then they're like, say the line.
Yeah.
Say the line you're known for.
Because Ian McDiarmid says do it, and it was incredible. I'm such a cheap little.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was
like
hyped.
normally I'd be like, this is cheap referential humor, because usually they would put something like that in movies, and stuff like that, which is like why I'm a fan of Ewan McGregor not saying hello there. Spoilers, does not say hello there.
Yeah, like Hayden Christensen said, this is where the fun begins.
Yeah, love it.
Giancarlo Esposito says, you have something I want.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Sam Witwer gets up there, and we got to do the Kenobi line. And, Tem said, like a bantha.
Yeah.
Which, that was pretty funny that was an ad-libbed line. I thought that was cool. Tem is just addicting to watch. Like,
I love Tem.
His energy level and the way he talks and everything he says, it just, like, it ropes me in, and I could listen to him talk for hours about nothing at all.
Yeah. It's Morbin time.
Yeah, it's Morbin time.
Quick side note. I love so much that a bunch of executives at Sony were like, the kiddies want Morbius again. Like, they don't understand internet culture. So it's like, no, we're laughing at you. Like, we're laughing at how shitty your movie is. We don't actually want you to bring it back to theaters. And then it bombed again. I think it made like $85K. Yeah. Like, oh my God. I love just the disconnect from corporations not understanding anything. And I love it because they're all people.
It's because Sony is so out of touch with everything that they do.
Well, it's like every corporation ever, but like this is just a prime example.
But Sony specifically, because they've been on a tear of releasing terrible Spider-Man related films without Spider-Man in them. So it's like they keep going. Although I Venom 1 was financially successful. I hope Venom 2 wasn't, because that was one of the most painful movies I've ever had to sit through. But Hunter, thank you for the $5 once again. We certainly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're right. I should honestly do that. Let's I'll change it right now. Subscribers. Oh, and then there's a minimum subscribe time. We'll do any duration.
Yeah.
And save.
Maybe that'll help with the cheap sex conducted. Streamer recommends.
Out of the Basement turned on subscribers only mode. Only channel subscribers can send messages.
Hit subscribe if you haven't. I mean, come on.
If you're in here, you're probably subscribed. So like,
I would hope so.
Something, Hunter.
Yeah, we should see. But then it also bars new people because they'd have to subscribe.
But just sub.
Yeah, I suppose some people are
sub, idiot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you look at our, when you look at our subscriber. Like subscribers that watch our videos versus people who aren't subscribed, it's like there's way more people that aren't subscribed that watch our videos than the people that do subscribe. So, yeah. You know what, Action Figure Podcast? I agree with you. I would rather watch Topher Grace Venom and on an endless loop than ever have to watch Tom Hardy Venom one more time.
Oh, because Spider-Man 3 is actually a good movie, and it's misunderstood and it's overhated.
Yeah, I love Spider-Man 3, straight up. All three Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies are all amazing, in my opinion. And I unironically think that Spider-Man 3 is genuinely a good movie. Like, that is not a meme.
Oh, so you want to pop the question.
Becker. That's what I said.
Parker.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta know Sam Raimi. Like, I try and tell this to as many people as I possibly can. Watch the Evil Dead franchise and maybe some other of Sam Raimi's filmography, and you'll understand the sort of dark humor and the silliness and the zaniness. Especially like that scene in Spider-Man 2 when Doc Ock is murdering the surgeons. Oh, like it's literally a scene from Evil Dead.
it straight up goes Evil Dead. Like it's especially when the one doctor literally raises the chainsaw,
Yeah.
like the little bone saw above his head. You're like,
Bones,
oh yeah,
someone say bone saw?
yeah. Bone
Bone
saw's
saw is
ready. Bone saw, bone saw, bone saw.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate the Tom Hardy Venom movies, both of them. I think they're both terrible. The first one is slightly better, but yeah. Sith Vicious is asking about Top Gun Maverick. Justin, you've actually seen it.
I actually did see it and I enjoyed it. You know, I haven't even seen the original Top Gun, and I don't think you have to enjoy the newer one. Literally, all I want. I actually wrote this. Let's see here. This is my letterbox review. It's very short. If it'll load, it's not gonna load. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
I said, I have never actually seen the original, which I really don't think you need to enjoy this, and I can't really knock it for much. I went into it wanting speed, jet engines firing up, missiles, targets acquired, flips, practical shots, and things going fast. And it delivered in all those categories. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, I like practical stuff. I like Tom just flying jets.
True.
You know Tom Cruise would be like, I'll just learn how to fly this jet.
Yeah, and we're big fans of the Mission Impossible movies as well.
Yeah.
So we do like some crazy Tom doing his practical stunts. Seth Nico, there you go. I can't stand Deadpool. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club.
Deadpool and Rick and Morty, baby. I'm Pickle Rick.
But see, here's the thing: is I really enjoyed Deadpool before the movies came out. Like the comics, I loved him as a comic book character, but then the two movies came out and just ruined it. I don't think they got. No, I'm just not a fan of Deadpool in the movies.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's talk about Star Wars.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this is a Star Wars channel. You can see Obi right behind us with his glorious beard and his windswept hair. We're going to be talking about episode 3 today. Let me give you my quick thoughts on episode 1 and 2. They were great. I enjoyed them. I have really no issues with the series so far. I think everything is pretty good. I like little Leia. I really like Reva because I think that there's going to be some sort of connection that we're going to see, and it's going to make her character super epic. I like the Grand Inquisitor. I like the fifth brother. I like the fourth sister. I like Darth Vader showing up. So, yeah.
Spoilers.
I don't know. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Darth Vader was in the end of episode 2, so
yeah,
he puts
true.
the helmet on. I didn't say anything about episode 3, but of course, we are at the part of the stream here where if you have not seen Kenobi episode 3, thank you for watching, but it is now time for you to depart because we are going full spoilers. Nothing held back.
Ahoy.
Yeah, spoilers. Ahoy. So, yeah, give you a couple minutes.
Yeah, Hunter. What's this? What's this?
Chip said, "Yikes! They subbed." What if they did sub?
How is that possible?
Dude, the bots
they
subbed,
bro. We're gonna get to 10K in no time.
Do you think the bots always subscribe? I don't know.
I'm scared. I'm gonna turn that off because I don't want to have illegitimate subscriptions. I'm switching it back.
Switch it back.
I don't want them to subscribe and go through a loophole. I don't want them. Figure it out ain't for bots.
Yeah. So, episode 3, pretty important, pretty significant things have happened in this episode. There is a lot to discuss. It starts out with Obi and Leia. They escape the planet, the more like city-style Coruscant planet.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to see a new planet, which kind of just looks like the deserts of California. But that's okay. You know, they get to this mining planet. They get picked up by this new mole.
It was
creature
Freck.
alien that was voiced by Zach Braff.
You mean
I
the
guess.
rat? I would
Yeah.
have killed that rat.
Yeah. Obi's too forgiving. But yeah, we get a little bit.
The restroom.
We get a little bit of this guy. He can't hold his bladder for 2 hours.
Yeah, this guy. You gonna roast me while I'm gone?
I am.
Yeah.
I am. Well, okay. I guess I won't go much further because Justin's going to take a bathroom break. So, Albert, I don't really agree about the poor writing. I don't really see what the criticism is. And we're going to discuss Vader letting Kenobi escape. We're going to discuss that because I don't really think that it's a plot hole. I just think we don't understand what's going on at the current moment or what's going through Vader's mind. So I think we're going to have to wait and see. Not saying that it can't be a plot hole later, but I just don't think that, they're just going to let that happen and there's not going to be a reason for it. I just don't think we know the answer to that yet because it's still an ongoing series. So yeah. Let's see. Jonah, to everyone wondering why Vader didn't just put out the fire. I feel like he wants Kenobi to suffer the same way he did. I definitely think that's an aspect of it too, especially because literally in the Charles Soule comic, Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith, he has a moment where he imagines their final encounter on Mustafar going a little differently, and he straight up like force pushes Obi into the lava. So I definitely think he wants Obi-Wan to feel the same, pain and suffering that he had to go through. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm really not judging much, like I know a lot of people outside of the racist Star Wars fans do have some beef with Reva's character, but I think all will be explained. It's just simply we're getting drip fed information. And I don't understand, like, as a fan watching a TV show, do you just want all the narrative plot points like laid out for you before the show even begins? Because like building an interesting show is building intrigue, making you want to watch every week, making you want to come back. Like, do you think if episode 1, they go, this is Reva, the third sister. She was a Jedi. Now she's turned Inquisitor. Blah, 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 blah. Like, do you want all of that information up front? Because I think that would really make her way more uninteresting.
What are you talking about?
I'm just talking about, how there are some people criticizing, Reva's character as in like they don't have a lot of information about her. And it's like, do you want all the information laid out for you right at the beginning of the series, like bullet points?
There's a lot of like things, not just with like the third sister. There's just a lot of plot points, a lot of things where I'm like, well, we could still find out that information because we're halfway. Wow, I guess we're halfway done, but there's still 3 episodes left. So it's like some of these plot points and like what some people would consider plot holes, like. I've seen people complain that like, Vader put out the fire and then all of a sudden he can't put out the fire, which is, to me, that's very intentional because it physically shows him putting out the fire and then says, bring him to me. And then they shoot the thing and the fire goes up again and he's like staring into the flames and you see like the reflection, which in my opinion is like kind of like in Rebels, when he faces off Ahsoka and he has that moment of hesitation where like the yellow goes out of his eyes and like I feel like Vader is always has that little bit of light, like a tiny amount of light. Obviously it took like Luke Skywalker to feel that, to feel the good in him and everything, but I think the entire time he's always had like just a little shred, like a sliver of doubt.
Yeah. I don't think it's all that unrealistic to believe that he's still conflicted. He could be harboring all of this hatred and rage towards Obi-Wan, but now that he's face to face with Obi-Wan, things change. you can hesitate, or like
Yeah.
I just
And
saw
I think back to this. This might be hard for you to see. Let's see if I can make it bigger. My mind instantly went to this. This is from the Charles Soule Vader comic that is canon. And it's one of our favorite Star Wars comics. My mind instantly went to this when, some people think that he shouldn't have this like forced butterfly thing. I know it's really silly, but they actually adapted this into a Mandalorian season 2.
Yeah.
When Grogu was on the temple and they had these like butterflies. I think this like represents. Yeah. Because this is Vader meditating, and I think these like little, butterflies represent like the small, like sliver of good that's in it. And it's like he had such a display of power, like that whole episode. He could have killed Obi-Wan at any point. He's absolutely like murking Obi-Wan. Right. So I think it's also like a mental thing. Like you can't just die. You're gonna have to live with your failure, knowing that I've become this Sith Lord.
Yeah, because he says something along the lines of, Obi says, "What have you become?" And Darth Vader replies, "What you made me."
Yeah, I am what you made me, which is
But no, Nathan Woodward brought up a great point. He said, Darth Vader let everybody go. He loves the cat and mouse game. Doesn't anyone remember that he let them escape the Death Star? Very good point as to why Vader would just let Obi-Wan go.
Are you sure the tracking beacon aboard their ship is,
I thought every scene with Vader was pretty epic. I loved how dark and brutal it got. He literally breaks a kid's neck on camera.
Yeah, I wanted to, I haven't felt this way watching icky. Like, I haven't felt that way since I was, like, a kid. Like, seeing something scary in Star Wars, like, this was almost, like, horror adjacent. Like, when he sees, Anakin, like, in the distance, I almost got, like, a little skin crawling, like, because, like, it's Hayden, but it's also, like, you can tell it's, like, evil Hayden.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's the last time he saw him. So that's what he thought he looks like. He didn't know he became this, like, monster.
Yeah. Yeah.
And were you going in order, or are we just, like...
No, I'm just bouncing around. I did also like seeing the stormtrooper literally getting cut in half by the laser, and, like, them actually showing the stormtrooper, like, get cut in half. The show's just been so brutal overall, and I wasn't really expecting that. Just in general, like, in the first episode, see Reva literally cut that lady's hand off.
Yeah. And did you talk about Freck?
No, didn't really talk about Freck. I didn't really say much about it because you were gone. So
I think Freck is actually really interesting because he's like an Imperial sympathizer, but it's like an imperialistic force that is directly working against him, like being an alien. Like, as we see, like, the Empire is essentially, speciest or, racist against aliens. That's one thing. And, like, the Thrawn trilogy and all this other stuff, like, it's pretty clear that the Empire is, like, a humans first empire. And it's like, he's a pro-imperial alien, so I think, and he's like a loyalist. I just thought that was really interesting to see.
Yeah, because he says something too. He's like, not bad to have a little bit of order.
Yeah, and it's like, at what cost? At
what
cost?
Yeah. But still, pretty interesting to see.
Yeah, I like the little conversation with the stormtrooper. I always like humanizing the troopers. Because that's very reflective of the real world as well. Some people are just caught in that trap of following orders, and they're chill. They're like, hey, Freck, hey, what's up?
They just know him, like he's just their buddy, like he's just the guy, like this worker that is nice to them, and he gives those Imperial troopers a lift and creates some pretty nice moments, some pretty interesting character moments. And I love how Ewan is just a fantastic actor, and when he slips up and calls Leia instead of Luma or whatever, but says something along the lines of like, you have your mother's face, and it's like in that moment you can see he's literally visualizing like Padme on Leia, like he truly meant that, even though he was just calling her Leia.
Yeah, and then we get the shootout when the Imperial probe droid comes, and that basically leads. I forget the actor's name, but she plays the leader of the Sand Snakes in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, in Game of Thrones.
Who is like a spy, and she leads. It's almost kind of like a little underground railroad thing. There was a
Definitely.
lot of not allegories, but just things that seemed like it was based off of real world stuff. So that was very interesting. Got some name drops. Quinlan.
Yep. Which, calling it now, Ice Cube's son, 100% Quinlan.
O'Shea Jackson Jr.?
Yeah, O'Shea Jackson. Yeah. Calling it now. That's Nate's lock of the week. Is he will play Quinlan Voss to some degree.
Yeah.
Which would be dope. I'd love to see Quinlan again.
Which makes sense. People criticize like, oh, there's been so many survivors. Like, it seems like everyone has survived like Order 6. Well, like, at the start of the Clone Wars, there was like 10,000 Jedi. I don't think it's unrealistic that like 50 or like even 100, like out of 10,000, like I don't find it odd. And it's like most of them are eventually killed off, like before A New Hope. Like Jocasta Nu survives Order 66, but she's eventually killed off. There's tons of examples. It came in,
which I definitely think it makes sense, because you're gonna tell me that all these Jedi Masters got killed by clone troopers?
Yeah, like these are Jedi. Like they have enhanced reflexes. They're warriors. Like I don't think it's unrealistic that like even like 100 out of 10,000 lived.
Yeah, I definitely. I don't think so at all. But yeah, so they mentioned Quinlan by name. Obi does. I believe there's a High Republic phrase that I saw people talking about is written on the wall too. So like there's a little bit of High Republic love going on in live action.
Yeah, there were some like other Jedi names, but they're more like Easter eggs to like old legends.
Yeah. But I think definitely Obi specifically mentioning Quinlan by name, that means Quinlan probably went through the same path, Underground Railroad area there, so he could be alive.
It's
no
like
problem.
They have history in the Clone Wars too, so that's just like a good character to bring back.
And so I definitely think we could see that happening. But yeah, Vader on full display of power, just wrecking stuff in the village to draw Obi-Wan out.
Skin crawling.
That was amazing.
Horrific.
He's just dragging that poor lady across the dirt. Like
she's like, like
yeah, and he's just walking casually like, I'm just,
just like grabbing these people at random. And again, that's like, I felt like icky. Like I just got that feeling in the pit of my stomach. Like, I don't know.
But yeah, I definitely think that Vader let Obi-Wan go on purpose, is going to let him get away, because I mean obviously they have to have a confrontation in a later film. But now, Justin, what do you think about the lines of dialogue from A New Hope with what we've seen now? Because we talked about it before the show happened, how we were pretty much against Obi-Wan and Darth Vader actually coming to a face-to-face confrontation.
But now that they did, I'm like,
But now that they did, I think that they could still make the dialogue work to some degree, but the only thing is Darth Vader's clearly not a learner at this point. So the whole, when I left you, I was but the learner, now I am the master line kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense anymore, but it was honestly,
I think they'll fight again.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that this is going to be their last face-to-face meeting right now.
Yeah, Daniel Ponce is saying stormtroopers said they had a long ride ahead of them to hear Obi-Wan's long story or explanation, and when they reached their destination literally about a minute later. Well, that wasn't their destination, that was just a checkpoint.
Yeah.
So they were implying like that was part of the trip.
Right.
They didn't know like, oh, this is the Jedi we're after.
Right. Yeah.
That was my understanding, is it was simply a checkpoint on the route. It wasn't the destination. But then like Right, we get that scene where he's just like picking people at random, and then just seeing like the fear on Obi's face was very believable, and I like the final confrontation. He does the Skywalker the Skywalker shot where it's like behind from the back, and the saber comes out, and I'm like, ooh. And Kenobi, like, this makes perfect sense to me. People were complaining that he didn't put up a fight. I'm like, well, he's cut himself off from the Force for like 10 years. He buried his lightsaber in the sand.
Yeah, he's literally about as rusty as can be. I mean, you see it in the second episode when he's struggling to even grab Leia with the Force. Like, he's struggling, like trying to find that connection again. So, and Vader's clearly toying with him, you know, only using one arm, just like casually blocking and hitting and like not really like trying to do anything. I think this confrontation was Vader just saying, here I am, I'm alive. You're going to have to live with the consequences of this. And you're going to have to live with basically, you know, even though Anakin was already evil, but in a way it's like, you know, Obi did turn him into this robotic nightmare monster. So I can definitely see like Obi will now feel even more responsible for all the death and destruction that Darth Vader causes because he knows he's still Anakin. And like Vader says, you should have killed me when you had the chance.
Yeah, Jeezy Creasy brings up a good point. Like, he's always faced an enemy, so to see him attack civilians was a shock. I think that's the difference as well. It isn't like Rogue One, which is a badass scene, but like at the very least he's fighting soldiers who like signed up to fight and they had like a dying chance. These are just like purely innocents.
Yeah.
So that like added to like the guttural aspect of that. But yeah, they fight and Vader's literally using one hand just like he does in Jedi Fallen Order.
Yep.
And I think it's clear that Obi-Wan is, you know, he hasn't fought in a long time. Cut himself off from the Force.
And the way he kind of just like ignites his lightsaber too, it's just kind of like out of like fear. And I did kind of like that it wasn't like this epic build up moment where it's finally and then you know, something like that. It was just a like, oh man, it's dark and like this guy's somewhere around here.
Yeah, and there was a lot of parallels to Luke versus Vader in Empire Strikes Back, like Vader appearing out of nowhere, swinging with the saber, like igniting and swinging at the same time, and then like Obi cut a pipe and it like, you know, and it's kind of like Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, and then the whole like, and then the even like, well, not even darker, but a lot of like another thing where I was like, oh man, like when he's just like burning him and he's like, your suffering has only begun. And that is another thing that was in the Charles Soule Vader comic where he like fantasizes about Obi-Wan burning in the river of Mustafar as opposed to, it's basically like a role reversal. Like he's fantasized about this before, like making Obi-Wan burn and suffer as he did. Like,
right. So which I think is just, that was just an awesome scene and super dark. Like
when he brings that stuff out and he uses his saber to ignite it, and like he just like he's like moving him around in it, and Obi's just screaming. I'm like, I love this, but it's also like, I'm like, oh, like this is I just was not expecting the show to be as brutal as it is, which I appreciate that as, you know, a little bit of an older Star Wars fan. I like that maybe, you know, we can get some stuff in live action that's a little bit darker, not so, you know, for everyone, even though I, you know, don't think that this is still pretty tame in the grand scheme of movies, but for Star Wars, it's pretty like, it's like Revenge of the Sith level.
Yeah, it's that PG-13 versus PG Star Wars.
Like, because like in Revenge of the Sith, you literally see Count Dooku's decapitated head fall and roll. You see his hands. And obviously the scene with Anakin burning. And I'm like, the last time I watched Revenge of the Sith, and when he's like just burning and screaming, I'm like, man, like this really does go for it. It's like something I didn't really think of as a child.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I thought the episode was still pretty strong. I like that Reva continues to disobey and do her own thing. I think that is going to lead to her, obviously is going to lead to her downfall.
they really hammered home the rivalry thing where like Fifth Brother was like, I already informed Lord Vader. And the meme that Bucky sent us, like, Lord Vader said it's my turn on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing, like in Rebels and in that Charles Soule comic that expands upon the Inquisitorious lore, they are like hungry for power, and using the dark side, you're gonna get power hungry anyway. So they want to look. They're all like competing to look good in the eyes of Vader.
Yeah.
And I think they hammered that home rather well when Fifth Brother was like, "I'm next in succession," and I feel like that's what the third sister's been trying to do this whole time. Like,
yeah, she wants to take that jump and get to Grand Inquisitor, which my conspiracy, my thought at the moment is, of course, we know Grand Inquisitor's not dead. If you've seen Rebels, you know that, and they've already confirmed that they're not going to break canon. So Grand Inquisitor's not dead. I think Grand Inquisitor is going to come back, tell Vader what Reva did, and then that's when Reva's going to get the wrath of Vader. Yeah. And then that'll probably be the end of her character.
Yeah.
Which
makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, that's how it goes. And I mean, obviously, you know, she already took the assignment anyway, and he was like, "You're a failure, blah, blah, blah. You know, you will die.
You will not live to regret it."
Yeah, you will not live to regret it. Thank you. But yeah, I think Reva sort of has that, almost has like a little bit of that, like Kylo Ren, like unhinged energy, just kind of like, you know, she almost seems like maybe she's trying to be super dark side because she might be hiding a little bit of the light inside of her. Because the way that at the end of this episode, she kind of like rubs her hand over the Jedi logo almost. And then the camera, like, you know, lingers on her face for a little bit. So I think it might even, she might even be feeling a little conflicted herself, just like Vader.
Because she probably was that one Padawan at the beginning of the first episode.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why they included that scene in the first place. But yeah, and like, again, like, I think it was totally intentional that, because they literally show him putting out the fire. But, and nobody talks about that. I'm like, they literally showed him putting out the fires. And almost that whole display, that whole episode is displaying his power. Like, that's the main point. So I think it was pretty intentional that he let him go. And in my opinion, that's more of like a mental game. Almost. Yeah. We also didn't talk about Vader's castle on Mustafar. It looked beautiful, and just hearing James Earl Jones for the first time since 2016 with Rogue One.
Actually, I did find out that Vader's voice is the AI like they used for Luke.
Oh.
Yep, it is.
I kind of liked aging with James and just being like, because like people complain, but it's like he's getting older, guys.
Yeah, because he's 91, and I believe he's actually retired from all acting. So, I was doing a little digging because I was like, there's no way, because obviously it is him in Rogue One. There's no denying that that's James Earl Jones as an older man as Darth Vader. So I was just kind of like, I don't know how he was able to improve his voice so much to literally sound like 80s Darth Vader. And then, they use the same sort of technology they did for Mark. But obviously it sounds much better for Darth Vader because the voice is modulated and, you know. But yeah, I still think it sounds great, though. Like, if the technology is that good, why not utilize it?
Yeah. But it looked beautiful. I love seeing his castle and like the throne. I was like, Black Series?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get that.
Yeah, that's what Captain Taggart said.
Oh,
Black Series Vader plus throne, anyone? Hell yeah. Sign me up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, overall, another strong episode. I do think it was a little weird because, so I did rewatch the episode last night, and Reva does come in the tunnel the same way Leia and the Game of Thrones lady does.
Yeah,
but
I
somehow,
was confused about that as well.
Yeah, she does get around Leia and get around Game of Thrones lady, and she gets in front of Leia. But it shows her
and it went back the way they came.
Yeah, and it shows Reva entering the tunnel the same way. So I'd say if there's anything to complain about, it might just be that. Like, how did Reva not see the Game of Thrones lady? Let her walk right by her?
Yeah.
And then how'd she get in front of Leia? Unless there's the tunnel has multiple, maybe it's got multiple tunnels through it and you can circle around and I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
something one thing where I actually asked in our group chat. I was like, how did because the spy turns around and goes back the same way they came. Reva goes into the tunnel, like they should have crossed paths, and then how did she get in front of Leia? Yeah. Whatever though. That is something I noticed, but it's not gonna make me like dislike the episode.
Yeah, that's literally nothing. Like a literal drop in the bucket.
Tunnel is a maze, and she probably took a different route. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It's whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Not Obi-Wan. I don't support that technology, and I don't support deep faking, like officially made. Like they're gonna do that to Stan Lee, and I'm like, even in death, you can't escape this garbage. Like I hate that so much.
I think the Stan Lee thing is a little different because he is dead.
Exactly.
Like,
so,
I mean,
even in death, you can't escape like them using your likeness. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah,
Same
I mean, I guess
Cushing.
they did the same thing with Tarkin. So
yeah, in Revenge of the Sith, they just got a guy that looked like him, and I'm like, I support that 1,000% more than just this, like, I don't know, it creeps me out because you can make someone say whatever you want, and I'm like, this is gonna become so advanced that, like, if you think we have fake news now, like, just wait like 10-15 years from now when deep fakes are like 100% perfected, and it's like it's gonna be weaponized. I'm like, I just like let them rest in peace. Like, let them rest in peace, please.
Yeah, definitely. I think if the person is deceased, but there's no replacing Stan Lee because Stan Lee in all the Marvel movies is Stan Lee. So it's like really dumb and kind of gross to bring him back because it's not like he was a character in the MCU. He's just Stan Lee. So
yeah.
I don't know.
What about Kenobi not running around the checkpoint? That was a little lame. So what did they do to cut the lasers off?
And doesn't he just like shoot it? Like he shoots the control panel or something like that?
So like, what is the difference between that and going around it? Like that seems like the same thing.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
They get out troopers. He kills all the troopers and then like shoot the control panel or destroy it, whatever, and the lasers come off. Like, what's the difference between that and just going around it? I feel like it could have been either or. Like that's too much. That's too deep. That's like the whole Jurassic Park thing, like the T-Rex paddock, and then there's randomly a cliff that like drops off.
Yeah, like hundreds of feet.
Yeah, like I just don't look that deep into it. It's like, oh, I can disable the laser or I could go around it. To me, that's like equal. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think about it.
Yeah, something like that. I don't even think like that when I'm watching, something like, oh, they could have just walked around it, but
if it was like a fully drawn out, like if it was an entire sequence of like how do we get through this thing, and it's like then I'd be like, why don't you just go around it? But if it's like a 5-second like, I don't care.
I agree.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think so far Kenobi is pretty awesome. It's solid so far, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think, especially as a prequel kid, just seeing Ewan again, but it also, it's Ewan out of his element. So you're not getting that, like, 100%, like, prequel child satisfaction, but maybe there will be some, like, Clone Wars flashbacks or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it is nice to just see these two eras, like, overlap. Because we're seeing, like, Darth Vader, who we know from the original trilogy, but we're also seeing like Ewan McGregor from the prequels, and it's like,
yeah. Star Wars Collector says 7 episodes to go. Yeah, I
7,
mean,
8, 9, 10.
Yeah, I don't think that was ever confirmed. I think that it's just I would love 10 episodes, but I could see them doing a season 2 as well. Like, I would not count out them just doing a second season.
Yeah, and was there any other like huge criticisms that I heard, like besides Vader letting him escape, which I think is intentional, and it's like there's still 3 episodes left? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so. I really, this episode there was some significant things that happened, but at the end of the day, it was a really simple episode. Sorry, I just hit my microphone. We also do have a new member here.
Ooh.
Amber Leah Builds. Thank you,
What's
Amber,
up?
for becoming a channel member, joining the Basement Dweller Army.
Yeah, thank you.
If anyone out there would like to join as well, 99 cents a month. You get some custom emojis, Clone Trooper name badge.
Yeah, let's get some emoji spam in the chat. Let's get that going.
We've got some hot fire brand new emojis. Well, they're a couple weeks old at this point, but we do have some new emojis in there as well. So
why did Obi-Wan stop using the Force if he knew he was going to have to protect and train Luke? That's a big hole. Well, my response to that, I think it's established that the more you use the Force is how they like discover you.
Mm-hmm.
The Inquisitors and the Imperials in general. That's how Cal Kestis gets discovered in Jedi Fallen Order. The one time he uses the Force, it's caught on like an Imperial probe droid thing. I just think that's a theme, is cutting yourself off so it's not as obvious and you don't get found out. And I think like he's still a competent fighter. Like he can still protect Luke without using the Force. If he absolutely had to, I think he would. Obviously.
Right. I think and he's obviously pretty skilled with a blaster. We've seen him use a blaster a few times now, and he's hitting his targets. So even though it's so uncivilized, he has to become uncivilized to remain undetected. So there, he's clearly trained himself with a blaster at the very least. But I think him wanting to train Luke was obviously something he wanted to do. But as we've seen in the show, I don't think Owen's doesn't let that happen. And obviously does not, because we've seen the original trilogy. So
yeah,
I think, Obi wanted to do that, and maybe he thought when the time would come, he could reconnect with the Force, everything would be fine. There's just too much speculation to really say like, oh, that's kind of stupid, or, oh, this is a plot hole, because there's just too much that we don't know, that you could explain it one way or you could explain it the other way. It's Star Wars. It's a fictional universe. There's pretty much an explanation for everything. But yeah, I don't see that kind of stuff and think it like affects my enjoyment of the show one way or another.
And if you go into it wanting to dislike it, you're gonna notice that stuff more. Like, why don't they go around it? This 5-second scene, like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? You could watch any film, any TV show, and do that. If you're just like going into it wanting to tear it apart, which I get that it's Star Wars, so it means a lot to us. But, and I'm not saying anyone here in this chat is doing that, but generally speaking, like, it's still Disney Star Wars, so there's gonna be like that crowd of people that are just going to look to tear it apart. It's not to say you can't be critical, because I don't know how they got to the other end of the tunnel.
Yeah,
that is a criticism I have. And I mean, you guys know how critical I am of movies and stuff, but I don't know. It just, all the criticisms that I have heard, like the big ones, I didn't even originally think of it like that. Like, why did he let him escape? I think the shot of the reflection with the fire, I thought when he's looking into it, instead of putting it out like he just did, like they just showed him doing that, I think that was intentional. So it's not even that I have to like go through mental gymnastics to like make it make sense. It's just how I see it in the first place.
I agree. Captain Taggart's asking, what about Qui-Gon? Will we only hear his voice or maybe get a scene or two of his spirit? What do you guys think? I definitely think we're going to see Qui-Gon. Straight up.
See Liam.
Straight up. They're teasing it too hard to not give us a little bit of Qui-Gon. I hope it's a full Force spirit apparition. I hope it's Liam Neeson. That would be just icing on the cake, having that moment between Obi and Qui-Gon again after so long would definitely be like a pretty emotional moment, I think, depending on, how they're going to communicate with each other. And I think Qui-Gon is probably going to, tell Obi, like, get your ass in gear and, do something. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. 2 or 3 more episodes left, and I'm super excited. I think the show is going well so far. Oh, that's a good point, Britt. Clone Wars made it seem like he could only be his voice, but they might break that. I mean, either way, I'd be happy with his voice too. I would definitely be happy with his voice. Jonah still hoping we get to see Sarah Michelle Gellar cameo as Seventh Sister. That would be awesome. I'd love to see Buffy in Star Wars. That would break the internet. Like, man, I'd love it. Bring on the Seventh Sister. It is odd. I mean, obviously, she's probably out doing some mission of her own, and that's the easiest way that they could explain as to why she's not there. But yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, similarly, God, I'm having a brain fart here. What brother does Ahsoka get her Rebels lightsabers from? 8th brother? Is that it? 6th brother? Might be the 6th brother. But they're not in the show either. So I think
I just saw Qui-Gon doesn't recognize the number. Yeah. Unknown caller.
Yeah. Who? New number. Who dis?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6th brother. Yeah, so I mean the 6th brother is not in the show either. So maybe the 6th brother and the 7th sister, they're out having a little fun party time together doing something. And that's why we don't see Sarah Michelle Gellar in the show. We
don't see Seventh Sister either. She's the one from Rebels.
Well, that's what they were. Someone was saying that they would love to see Sarah Michelle Gellar as the 7th sister at the end of the series, just as like a nice little cameo. But
6th is actually a brother. 6th is a brother.
Right. Well, yeah, because I was talking about how the 6th brother's not in the show either, but clearly exists. But 2nd sister is not alive at this point, so that's why she's not there.
True. Very true.
But I mean, who knows what we'll see? We've got 3 more episodes, 3 more opportunities for mind-blowing fan service, or good fan service, good writing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm enjoying the show so far thoroughly.
Well, it's definitely better than Book of Boba Fett. I'll say that much.
It's certainly better than Book of Boba Fett. And that's not even to hate on Book of Boba Fett too much, but...
Yeah. Book of Boba Fett's not bad. It's just not great either, besides the couple Mando episodes.
Yeah, like the 2 Mando episodes are the absolute best out of Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah. But, so that's how we feel so far. That's episode 3 spoilers.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to watch the rest of the show, and I can't wait to just have more Star Wars content to enjoy. Just like any day I'm like, what do I want to do? Pop on an episode of Mando. I can't wait to go, what do I want to do? Pop on an episode of Obi-Wan. Yeah. It'll be fun.
And it's like, I just don't have a whole lot. I like to reserve my judgment until the very end.
Yeah.
Especially for something that's like only 6 episodes. Like,
right.
I'm just not that type of person to pick apart each individual episode. And at first, I'm just here for the ride. That's why I wasn't too harsh on Book of Boba Fett until the very end. After that finale, I was like, yeah, you know what? I didn't really like it all that much.
Yep.
So I like to reserve my final judgment.
Yeah, it's hard to call stuff a plot hole, or this doesn't make sense, or that doesn't make sense when there's still 3 more episodes, for it to make sense. Which I don't understand that kind of criticism. It really doesn't.
Third sister, how does she know Anakin? Well, that might have been her as a Padawan, and maybe she witnessed Hayden Christensen slaughtering the younglings or something like.
Yep.
You know, the archives, and like plenty of other characters have found out. Like Jocasta Nu found out it's Anakin. There was one other Jedi on Mon Cala that knew Vader was Anakin.
Yep.
Tarkin finds out it's Anakin. I just don't think it's that hard to believe.
Yeah, definitely not. But yeah. So what do you think, Justin? Should we call it here?
Yeah, we could go ahead and call it.
Yeah, I think we've said all we needed to, and it was a nice little return stream. Me back from vacation, so
True.
It was nice to hang out and talk a little toys with everyone. So
apologies for my misery, everyone. Yeah. Like, I'm miserable, but I can't just not stream, you know?
We're going to get Justin his antihistamines, and hopefully he feels better. Get some of that Zyrtec.
Gotta get that Zyrtec.
Gotta get that Zyrtec. But yeah, so thanks everyone for joining us today. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you haven't, don't forget to hit like and subscribe on your way out.
Yeah.
You know, appreciate it. We're getting ever closer to 10,000 subscribers. So we truly appreciate that. Justin, do you have any... Whoa, what was that? What was that?
Wait, I haven't showed this side yet. Look at that. Oh, wait. Can't show that yet. I can't show that yet.
Coffee mug. Because we love coffee.
Hey!
Nice. We're both drinking out of the same coffee mug today.
Cheers, Exposed, bro. Sequel trilogy fans confirmed.
No, not the... I love this mug. And I love that Rey is in this particular costume, which we literally like see her like this for 5 seconds. But they chose to do a promo shot of her geared up like that.
I'm done.
But yeah, we're gonna drop merch at 10,000. So
we're in the money.
Yeah,
we're in the money. Selling out like the mouse. We're selling out to Hasbro.
Yeah, exactly.
Microwave and dishwasher safe.
Sick. I was gonna ask you that. I was like, is this gonna be microwave and dishwasher safe? But
yeah, it is, because it's infused. Like, it's infused into the mug, so it will be like dishwasher, microwave safe.
Nice. But yeah, we love drinking coffee, so we were like, we got to do a coffee mug. Like, that's a given. As big of coffee drinkers as Justin and I are. But yeah, there you go. Staple. Nice little tease at the end of the stream there for some merch. But yeah,
wait, there's more.
Oh, JK, there will be.
Not this stream though.
There will be.
Although it is in my closet.
Yeah, I got to get my.
Yeah, true.
From
your article.
My article. Who knows what it's going to be. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us today. We appreciate everyone stopping by, hanging out with us, dedicating your time here on Sunday with us. So if you enjoyed the stream, again, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars here on the channel. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Justin, do you have any videos in the pipeline?
I did shoot the B-roll for my next Star Wars Black Series update. However, I have to shoot like the main part of that video.
Ah, nice. Yeah, sometime
soon.
I've got to shoot a little bit for my vlog. So the vlog going down to Holocron in Austin, Texas, that will be up sometime this week. I don't want to give a concrete date. Sometime this week. Also, keep an eye out for Obi-Wan Archive review and TVC Deluxe Ahsoka Tano review. Those are probably the next figures on the block when it comes to just straight reviews. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later. Don't forget about Basement Bucks.
Yeah, don't forget about Basement Bucks, Basement Coin. We're going to be launching a series of NFTs where it's going to be pictures of Justin and I completely nude with our he's going to be wearing his Stormtrooper helmet, and I'm going to be wearing my prototype Boba Fett helmet. exclusive
Yes.
NFTs that are only going to be available. Just kidding. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. This is a joke. This is a joke.
Invest in basement bucks.
This is a joke. This is a joke. But yeah, thanks everyone. Drink plenty of water. Go eat some Chipotle. Have a nice rest of your day here. And yeah, we'll see you next Sunday. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, everybody.
See you guys.